Chariot progressive. Listen.
Okay.
Mandelbrot's set
Yeah.
is in motion.
Man, are you going to get something?
Chariot progressive, Mike.
Lady, could you please, stop it with...
Chariot progressive.
Are you okay?
Listen. Mandelbrot's set is in motion. Echo choir has been breached. We are fielding the ball. Chariot progressive. Chariot progressive. Listen. Chariot progressive. Chariot progressive is in motion. Echo choir has been breached. We are fielding the ball.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
This is Cheapseat Reviews.
Oh, hi, and thank you for listening to Cheapseat Reviews, the podcast that explores the Hollywood film industry for the greater good. This is episode 182, and tonight we're talking about American Ultra. I am Sean Allred, and joining me tonight is Andrew. You are not the tree, Jimison.
Hello there.
I don't know why, but now I have Blink-182's "Hello There" stuck in my head. No, okay. Corny, Death by Teddy Bear, Logan.
Like Zoinks, man, I'm a secret agent.
Oh my gosh, you're right. It really is like Shaggy became an agent, a secret agent. I love it. And Sam, best marriage proposal ever, Vector.
You definitely need fireworks.
Now, Sam, before you threaten me with my life, as you always do.
I said I was going to threaten you.
You always do, and it's fine. And because I'd actually become part of a fun little game that I play in my head.
History says you will.
Yeah. Is that 181 other episodes say that you will. No, I was thinking about this. This movie had a lot of really interesting ways to kill a person, right? And I think that was part of what made this movie fun and creative is no one died really the same way. Not really. Obviously, a handful of people got shot.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when Lex Luthor is killing off the bad guys, he's doing it in a really interesting way. So before you threaten me with your typical whatever, I wanted to go around and do a quick round table of what was your favorite kill? And then, Sam, you can do yours. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right. So, Andrew, what would be your favorite?
I guess the frying pan
Yeah.
was a pretty cool idea.
I have no idea if that would ever work, but you're right. That was really cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Corny? Corny?
Cornelius!
You're not muted. Unless you muted yourself.
While we're waiting, I just want to say that when I liked how they teased the at the beginning, they kind of teased the frying pan also, which made it cooler.
Yeah, we have to establish the frying pan in the movie as because he's cooking eggs or an omelet and then forgets, as apparently he is wont to do. I'll actually have to say mine was probably. I don't know, I'm trying to think. Obviously, the frying pan one was probably the cool. But, I mean, honestly, it has to be the spoon, right? Like, because then someone can say, well, why the spoon? And I can say, well, because it's dull, you twit.
It'll hurt more.
Yeah.
There you go.
Corny, you with us still? We can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Sorry, I went on a Hobbit-sized mission.
Oh, okay. So you
The greatest adventure the world's ever known.
So did you go get food? Is that what that means?
No.
Oh, okay.
He had to get a beer bottle or a bottle.
A bottle opener, right? Did you hear anything I said?
No.
Okay, so we are doing a quick before Sam threatens me in his intro.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So we are doing our favorite kills of the movie. So Andrew was the bullet off the frying pan. Mine was the spoon to the neck.
Oh, dude. Oh gosh, I would say Oh God. The grocery store scene is jumbled in my head. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, there's a bunch in that one. Because he uses like a shovel and
Actually, when he takes the ball peen hammer and I was like, yeah, it's all of those, because that's just a rage kill.
And then lodges it.
yeah, and then he goes into the kitchenwares and like uses the butcher cleaver. That part was great. All right, Sam.
Well, Sean, I was going to say peace be unto you and
No,
all your
you weren't.
your
Stop
friends and
lying.
family.
Reese's Pieces.
It is bad to lie, Sam. You can lie to me. I don't care. Just don't lie to yourself.
No, mine wasn't a kill, but it was the handcuffs to the teeth that made me cringe and kind of chuckle a bit.
Yeah, when the guy was like, "He knocked out my teeth, but I found them and brought them." Yeah, Goggins is great. He's a trip. All right, cool. That was fun. So was this was the first time for all of us, correct?
Oh no, actually, this is probably my second time. I think.
Oh wow, first time for me.
What was that?
First time for me.
What?
Why did? Sorry.
You okay?
Yes.
When you look
What's
at
wrong?
porn, Sean, pop-ups happen. So.
No, apparently.
Well, you was reviewing the wrong stuff. I never get. I mean, popcorn.
Apparently I didn't turn off the sound alerts on Chrome. I did on Safari, but not on Chrome, and so all of a sudden there's a picture of a beer can in my face, and I hear boom. No. Congratulations.
I do what I can.
Yeah. So you're saying you've seen this a couple times?
I've seen it twice. Andrew, you said three, right?
No, I've never seen this.
Oh, you said first.
Yeah, first time.
Mm-hmm.
And same for you, Sam too, right?
Time for me.
Yeah, cool. Same for me. So, 2015's American Ultra. It's funny, I threw this out on Facebook to ask if anyone had seen it before, because it made zero money in the box office. It only had a budget of $28 million, but it only made 14.
There's a good reason.
Well,
it had brand name actors in it.
But it's always the people you hate. Like, other than Jesse Eisenberg, Kristen Stewart had by then had,
well, she had already
her shit show, and
she had finished with Twilight. She had done that awful Huntsman movie or Snow White movie, and then she'd gone bananas. Found out that she was sleeping with the director, then became a lesbian, and then like disappeared for like a year and a half, and then does this movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not wrong, Corny. Like, it was kind of weird for her for about 3 years.
And Topher Grace was a dick at this point in time.
Oh my God, what an asshole!
So, I think they had a cast of non-likable people. I wouldn't have gone and saw this in the theater just because I saw Kristen Stewart in it.
Well, and here's the funny thing: what I remember from the movie, from the trailer, is he's in he's in the grocery store. The lady comes in, says a couple words. He goes out into the parking lot and kills the two guys, and he makes some joke about how he killed a guy with a spoon, right? And then that was kind of all I remember from the trailer. And like, I didn't know Bill Pullman was in this. I didn't know Topher Grace was in this. I didn't know that freaking John Leguizamo was in this. In the
Who, Rose?
Yeah, in one of the most ridiculous stereotypes I've ever seen him play.
And he's played a few.
Oh yeah, he has.
Luigi Mario.
Yeah, Luigi Mario. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, this is our third Leguizamo film.
Well, what was our second one?
John Wick.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And I really liked him in John Wick. He has a really good part. When he goes and he punches Theon Greyjoy in the face.
Hey, we need to watch the the remake of Romeo and Juliet.
We don't have to.
We should.
The Baz Luhrmann thing.
Another classic Leguizamo role. I think we have to.
Yeah, he's in it. He's actually pretty good in it.
Oh, sorry.
Little
hello, Ninjago.
autoplay got you.
Yep.
Nice.
So like I don't remember. I just remember seeing the trailer, and I remember thinking, oh, Eisenberg is like an assassin kind of kid. I actually kind of wanted to see that, and so as soon as I saw that it was on Amazon, that's why I'm the one that threw this on the list, because it always seemed kind of intriguing to me, this idea, and I didn't mind at the time watching Kristen Stewart in a stoner kind of role, because she kind of always looks like she's a little stoned anyway. So I just kind of figured, all right, why not? And I guess we'll talk more about whether I enjoyed the movie or not. So, Andrew, if you kind of lead off with us, as you are wont to do.
Okay. So a stoner, who is in fact a government agent, is marked by his ability, is marked as a liability and targeted for extermination. But he's too well trained and too high for them to handle.
Oh, my God.
That's what this is about. Sorry. Like I said, first time that I saw this, I don't know. It says action comedy. I did not laugh out loud one time. I mean, there was a few moments where I smiled, and I think you played most of that in the intro. But that was really it. There was, I don't know. I didn't find it as funny as I expected or hoped that it would be. But I did think that it was witty in some places. Mm-hmm. Kristen Stewart, as we've said, she drives me nuts just as an actress. I know she has other facial expressions, but I've yet to see them.
Yeah. Other
than in pictures where it's somehow caught. It's like the picture of the Sasquatch. It just, it's kind of blurry and out of focus, and she's turned to the side, but it's, I guess they're there. Jesse Eisenberg, I think he did a good job portraying a stoner. And Bill Pullman, without his beard, looks like a human again and not Grizzly Adams. So I enjoyed seeing that. But I don't know. It was kind of lukewarm to me.
Okay. Corny.
So I think when we talked about this movie, I think I mentioned Michael Cera as the person, and I realized, and then you guys corrected me, and it was Jesse Eisenberg. Because of Scott Pilgrim, that is what I saw in my mind, more of that stuff. But I didn't realize it was listed as an action comedy. But you're right, Andrew. That's just it's not comedy. It's action, of course. But it's that weird, I don't know. It had too many serious things to be funny. The deaths were graphic, and I don't think we can. It's hard to mix that without being over the top funny. In other words, like the humor has to be over the top for the gore to be where it was, and the humor was subdued. Things were just kind of held back on the area. So I think that failed on that end. Overall, I watched it the first time, and I feel exactly like I did the last time, which is, meh. It happened. It was a movie. Mm-hmm. Chris Stewart actually wasn't terrible, but I still don't like her. And Topher Grace as a prick was perfect. Actually, I will say that. He was
really good at that dick role.
I think I've worked with people like that, and I see that, and I go, I could kill you. I could kill you and eat you. I won't, because you'll probably taste gamey, but all that stuff, I don't know.
I got to cook it slow and low.
I want food. But yeah, just a kind of a blonde movie. I would have loved to have had more over the top violence with stupid comedy. I think I would have been a better movie. Like, he kills the guy with the spoon, but the spoon bit keeps coming back. Like after he kills the first guy, he's running through the store or whatever, and there's a scene, and he runs by and it goes, "Oh, spoons! I take these." Like stuff like that would have made it better for me.
You wanted more comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Zoinks, man.
Sam?
Of course, this is the first time watching it. This movie suffers in terms of trying to find its tone, from being uber serious to being a goofy comedy. It did not appeal to me at all. And I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was. How can I say this? It was not put together very well. I think it could have been kind of funny, but it wasn't. The action wasn't over the top like Kingsman. It wasn't a stoner comedy like you would expect from whatchamacallits. What do you call it? Superbad and things, those guys.
Right.
McLovin and
Yeah, I could expect kind of that kind of thing from them. I agree with both Corny and Andrew, where I didn't find it funny. And especially when they brought in all the other agents who were apparently disabled. Did you guys catch that?
They were from not
They're mental patients
basically. Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of rough. That I don't know.
Well, the whole point of even that was just to show that how easy Topher Grace was to cut the corners.
Yeah.
Instead of finding.
And the Topher Grace character, I didn't buy at all, even though he is a prick. That was way over the top, almost like a fake Bond villain type of deal. I don't know if that's what they were going with it, but that's kind of what I took from it. Thank you, Molly. I didn't have a real good time with it. And this is something that generally is kind of fun and interesting. I thought Kristen Stewart was okay. She didn't bother me. She's got some amazing legs. I did wonder what the heck was on her face when they were in the black lights.
Oh, that's her face. That was her face.
In the basement. That was kind of freaking me out. I didn't know if someone bit her in the face. But
she bit me in the face.
But this is a ho-hum for me. I don't think I'd recommend it to anybody else. What about you, Sean?
Okay. Well, I really liked this movie a lot. I really did. And maybe, again, this was a thing that hit me in the right mood. I'm going through some kind of personal stuff. And I really kind of enjoyed just having a stupid movie to watch. And I'm glad you compared it to Kingsman, because that's what this movie reminded me of. Is like out of nowhere comes this kind of interesting, weird, hard R, lots of F-bombs, lots of violence that it totally worked for me. Yeah, the Topher Grace is a cartoon character Bond villain. Yeah, and every time he spoke, he was more over the top and more ridiculous, and I loved him for it. And I did. I thought he was ridiculous. I loved the tech, the guy from Arrested Development, the nerdy tech, the gay tech back at Langley. I thought his character was really funny. I don't know. Kristen Stewart. Yeah, we keep mentioning her. She was fine. I thought she's fine. Actually, this movie was the first time I've actually ever found her attractive too.
Yeah, there was a few shots in this movie where they dolled her up a little bit. I was like, oh,
yeah,
she's pretty.
And Jesse Eisenberg is a stoner guy who I mean, it takes until really the final act where he does the bullet off the frying pan bit. I mean, really, it had to take till that moment before he kind of figured it out, right? Like, still, like even up to that point, he's still killed several people, but he doesn't quite know what he is or what he can do, and so he's scared and confused, or dazed and confused, I guess. And then at the end, I mean, you have to have the final battle, which I thought was really great. It was kind of, Mr. and Mrs. Smith in the store kind of concept, and the fact that he got out of there with a bullet graze to the head and a knife to the gut makes, whatever. And then, I mean, I laughed out loud when they tased him at the end. He's on he's got on one knee, and she says yes, and he stands up and he says she says yes, and then they tased him, and then she's like, "Oh, come on," and then they tased her. I laughed. I thought that was funny. I had a couple moments personally. I had a couple moments that were I actually chuckled like out loud in my bedroom. So. So I'm not going to be as hard on this movie as you guys, which is fine. It doesn't matter. Again, I think it only made 14 million. I think for a reason. I think it's not a good movie. It's not Kingsman. Kingsman's freaking great.
No.
Kingsman might move into like my top 15 of all time. I love that movie so much. And if I had money,
I revisited it the other day, and
yeah,
that was fun.
And if I had money, I would go to see The Golden Circle tomorrow. I just don't. But maybe I can talk. Never mind. Yeah. So this movie, it's just. Where's my script? I actually forgot to write. Oh, I did write tropes. Story told as a flashback trope. Everyone knows everyone is a small town. The sheriff annoyed me, though I didn't think he deserved to die the way he did. I thought that was kind of awful. Like all the cops died in a really kind of horrific way, and I felt bad for them because they were just these little town cops. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, my first complaint though about the movie is why did it take 4 production companies to make this movie?
Kristen Stewart.
Like, have you guys noticed how, like, I know Marvel is top dog. When you are Marvel, yeah, you can take 38 seconds for your logo to form. But I'm kind of getting annoyed with these production companies and these, epic fanfare-ish logo intros. Just say what you are and move on. Anyway, that's fine. Whatever. That's a dumb.
32-bit, or sorry, an 8-bit version of your thing.
I mean, like that was fantastic. Yeah. I don't know if I have that handy or not, but.
I don't know.
Oh, you like this, Corny. So you know how you do your little mouth guitar bit? Well, so my son and his he's in pre-K is doing they're doing music, they're doing music in his class, and every night or every day I would pick him up, I get a little note that says what the one thing that Declan did that he liked, and yesterday it said Declan can play a mean air trumpet. And I looked at Declan. I said, "What does that mean?" And he puts his hands up to his mouth, and he held like what he would think a trumpet. He would hold it right, and he did his 3 fingers like he was playing the keys, pistons, whatever, valves. That's the word. But he's going. I'm like, okay, sure. I guess that works. It was kind of funny. Sorry. Anyway,
triple tongue that thing.
Right. That's anyway.
I was kind of hoping they'd be like, and the thing that Declan did today was be a badass.
Well, I will say this: the first time he did it, he went, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, no, what does the trumpet sound like? So anyway,
He's not wrong in the right hands.
Where is it? Hold on. What is this? Is this it?
Not so long ago.
No, that's not
in
it.
the mysterious.
That's not it.
Toronto, Canada. Scott Pilgrim was dating a high schooler. Yeah, that's probably bad if I can do that.
Wow.
Oh, is this it?
I didn't know that.
There it is. All right, there we go.
Fantastic.
Yep. Today. Oh, by the way, we got kicked off of the Batman movie off YouTube. Apparently, Fox Studios is the one that made the complaint. So
who did?
Fox, people that own the rights to Batman.
Really?
Yeah. So we are getting the notice of Fox. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Probably not good, but we're a small podcast. Leave us alone.
Sure, it's not like we're showing the movie.
Yeah, I mean we weren't. You could just hear it through my microphone.
Yeah.
I wrote Langley has some ugly ass hallways. I also didn't know Bill Pullman was in this movie. I just had no clue. I don't know if it would have made me rush to the theater to see Bill Pullman. He's still he looks weird to me, and I guess it's because I'm so used to him to young Bill Pullman, but like old Bill Pullman, even with the beard, I don't know. He looks weird to me.
In that line where he's like, "Get off my planet, you damn dirty alien."
Right. Oh gosh, how many movies can we? I didn't know he was in The Equalizer. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he was.
I liked that movie, The Equalizer. Oh, he's in The Equalizer 2, which is in pre-production. I liked that movie a lot. It was good.
Which one was that one? Did we do that one?
No, that's the Denzel Washington one where like he used to be a thing, like a CIA person, whatever, and now it's like Red, kind of, he's like just retired dude who, whenever he sees an injustice, he goes and solves it with violence, as you do.
So he's Batman.
He's kind of well, yeah, he's Batman. Sort of. He's just not rich. But he works at a hardware store, so he has an unlimited access to weaponry. Because he never uses.
Is he going to a hardware store?
Is that a song?
Oh, sorry, I thought it was muted.
There was a.
I thought that was Sam doing Foley work and walking away.
That was the equivalent of crickets. No, it was a Weird Al Yankovic song called "Going to the Hardware Store."
There you go.
Okay. Testing my Weird Al knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck. All right. So anyway, So I'm gonna have to say this movie kind of adheres to my rule, right? If I write a lot of notes, I hated it. If I don't write a lot of notes, I liked it. I wrote 12, 13, 14 notes. I liked it. I liked the movie. I was in it. Again, it caught me in the right day,
Yeah.
Right mood, right feel. And I think honestly this week I needed something like this. If we would have watched something
Schindler's List.
Well, we would never do that for the podcast, but I mean, like, there's nothing we could say about Schindler's List to make any jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
challenge accepted. Bring it on.
There's no way I would ever do that for the podcast because I would feel like a horrible human being if I made one joke about anything.
Yeah.
You better get busy living or get busy dying. That's all we got.
Oh gosh, let's not even try.
I'm just trying to think of. I'm looking back at our list. Like if this week we would have done The Hunter, I probably would have given it even less a score than I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. Do what?
I was like, by the way, didn't we do an Equalizer? The first.
Yeah, I thought we did an Equalizer.
It had
Christian Bale. What was the one with Christian Bale? Where he's Gun Fu.
Yeah. Gun Kata. Yeah, that was that the Equalizer? Was that Equalizer?
I don't remember.
Looking back through
almost 200 movies. I'm sorry,
Equilibrium. That's called Equilibrium
episode.
That's called Equilibrium.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No. We definitely did one. Hold on.
All right.
Because it involved like a bunch of bad gun and stuff. Damn it.
Yeah, Equilibrium.
No.
Eraser, The Eagle.
Maybe it was Eraser. Maybe that was the one.
Speed Racer?
Eraser had the rail gun, the electronic rail guns with Schwarzenegger.
That's what it was. Damn it.
We missed the fact that the technology they used in that movie, having an image that can go through walls and then target your heart, is way better than the gun itself.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you could use that technology for anything else. Forget the gun, like anything else.
Cancer.
Right, yeah. We can
you cure cancer with whatever technology.
Or use it to start it, if you're evil.
Right, or that too. But I mean, like, you could use that technology for way better things than just turning it into a scope that kills people. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. I keep looking at I'm like, oh, we're doing Doctor Strange. No, wait, that's next week.
Next week. No.
John Leguizamo, I captured some of his audio. Now I have to ask a question, and I'm basically asking this to you, Corny. because I think he says the N-word, but I'm not sure, so I didn't bleep it out.
heard
I'm pretty sure he does.
Well,
yeah.
when I play the clip, you tell me if I need to bleep it or not, okay? Because I couldn't tell if he said it, and so I didn't bleep it. But if you say bleep it, then I will in post, but I didn't. But I had a hard time understanding what he said a lot of times because his stereotype was over the top.
He loves his little accents in the movies he does.
Yeah, he does. And I like him. He's just an interesting dude. He's just interesting.
You're not going to find another John Leguizamo. I mean, like that character type. You're never going to find somebody like that again.
No. And and I like the fact that he knows what he is, right? He's never going to play the lead in a rom-com, right? Like,
says you.
Stop it. He's never going to. Neither will Steve Buscemi. Like, they're weird looking dudes, okay? But he will always play the thing that he is playing, you know, as like that guy over there that can get the stuff, you know, or he can get you the car or the whatever, right?
Or the vindicator.
Yeah.
The friend. He's the sidekick.
Yeah, he's yeah, exactly. I mean, and there's
he's the little brother who doesn't get as much time as the big brother, though they have the same powers, except he jumps higher.
He's in he's in John Wick 2, which of course I still haven't seen that yet. Dang it. But he's in a whole bunch of crap I've never heard of, and of course he did the Ice Age movies as the sloth.
John Wick 2, Wick Harder.
Wick Harder. John Wickier. No.
Wickier, yes.
The Wickening. I still haven't. Have any of y'all seen it yet?
No, I have not, and I keep forgetting to. Like that's like my. Oh, it's Saturday. I don't have a gig. I should probably watch John Wick 2.
All right. I wish it was.
Although I have been having fun watching Nerf John Wick. That is awesome.
Oh, there's a really good. Someone did something very similar to that, like the Nerf video game first-person shooter. They must have had 40 or 50 Nerf guns that they used. It was actually pretty great, and they used like real sound effects. Like, so like when someone gets shot, he uses like the gunshot, and then like the sound of the impact of the gun, and then when he picks up a new gun, you hear like like when you're chambering a whatever. It's funny. Excuse me. Topher Grace is an asshole. These assets kind of suck too. Toss him a grenade. Oh yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. She says, "Hey," and he turns around and then looks, and then she just gently tosses him a grenade. Wouldn't it have been more effective if she not said anything? Throw the grenade, and then maybe you blow them up. Like the assets in this movie were dumb.
Maybe that's why the program kept failing.
Maybe you're right. I mean, like when that's your solution, and again, they were told supposedly to go in quietly to get him, and they shut up a whole police station. I will say this, and
quietly. I'm sorry. I thought you said violently.
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Sean. I when I was watching this movie, I was thinking, this is a Sean movie. Look at all these different kinds of guns. He's gonna have something to say about some of these. No,
I mean they're guns, whatever. I mean, like I when they're used incorrectly in movies, I get mad, but they were fine in this movie. I thought it was dumb that Topher Grace sent the poor general. A general would never go with a firearm into a situation like that. Like he wouldn't do it. I don't care if Topher Grace yells at him. He's like, "That's not my job." Like we have men for that. It was dumb. And the other thing that was also kind of super convenient is that his car blew up, but not the trunk to set off all those fireworks. Or else the ending would have had been a lot less dramatic. But that was a pretty cool way to come into the scene, shooting off those fireworks in that Humvee. But that was kind of cool. And then I wrote, he's like a murderous Jackie Chan. Because Jackie Chan always uses like different objects and things.
Actually,
he just kills you with them.
Actually, I saw that and I immediately thought I saw it better in Bourne.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. I mean, Jason Bourne did it way better. Like zero question about that. Yep. And I think part of it also is just simply Matt Damon he's a better athlete, maybe. I mean, I buy him as an agent way better than Jesse Eisenberg.
Mm-hmm. He has the build.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's where I'm dead.
I was gonna say. So speaking of Matt Damon in that role, do you remember when that first came out? I don't know if you remember this, but I absolutely did not believe that I would watch Matt Damon in an action movie, and I was like, no, this will never work. Because at this point in time, I've only seen Matt Damon as a Hobbit kid,
right,
and
then like Ocean's 11.
Yeah. So I've never seen it. Yeah, you're right. So I've never seen an action movie. So I saw that and I was like, no, this can't work. Also, same thing with Michael Cera, I guess, if you look at it that way. But yeah, so I actually have to say I can't agree because my first thought was Matt Damon would never work as a action star. And look, go figure.
Matt Damon.
Well, for me, it was funny. Like when that movie came out, I didn't see it. It came out on video, and my parents rented it, and they called me up, and they're like, "You need to come over to the house and watch this movie with us. This is wonderful. It's like you'll love it." And they're right. I loved it, and I loved the first one. The second one was not very good. I liked the third one a lot. The fourth one, when Jeremy Renner, was okay. I have not seen the fifth one yet, though. But I really liked the first one. I thought it was really good. Yeah, kind of want to go watch it now, actually.
Yeah. I've never seen any of them.
Really?
Like I've missed something in life.
Yeah, go see the first one. It's worth it.
Yeah, you need to watch. You should watch them all, but you definitely watch the first one.
Gotta watch them all.
What is that? What is it? Where do they do that? That backstage? Is it Disney or Universal? They do this like car show, and they talk about the Bourne Identity and Italian Job, where they have these.
Yeah, that's over at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, yeah. That's the first time I heard about it, and I thought, well, if it's got some of this stuff in it, maybe I should.
Right.
Have you ever seen the Italian Job?
We did it for the podcast. Well, you weren't on the show yet, but yeah.
No.
Now, the Bourne Identity does a lot with just really up close fighting that is actually clear to see.
Yeah, the problem with that's the thing that they did with the Supremacy is they went too shaky cam, and it went over the top, and it was hard to understand what was happening. They did better with Ultimatum. Bourne Legacy is streaming on FX now.
Everybody has a darn streaming platform now. This is crazy.
Jason Bourne, though, is on HBO Go.
Ooh, I can get us on there.
HBO Go to hell.
I might want to watch that, Sam. Yeah, we should do that. Oh, speaking of which, and I feel really bad about this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this
do?
is actually a legit uh-oh. So a listener of the show, and I use the term listener loosely because she's listened to like 5 episodes ever.
That shouldn't count.
So she doesn't really count, but I know her personally. She's like, will you do Juno? And I said, it's not streaming anywhere. And she says, well, how much would it cost to rent? I'm like, I don't know. It's like $3 on, whatever. And she literally pulls out her wallet and hands me $3 and says, I'll be waiting.
So you took that $3 and bought yourself a cheeseburger because that's how you roll.
That was like back in June.
Thug life.
I think.
That was in June?
Yeah, I forgot.
Wow.
Damn.
So
no wonder nobody emails us anymore.
Yeah.
You cold ass mofo.
Yeah, so
sorry, in my mind right now, all I saw was like did that transaction happen? Sean turns around, just takes the $3, does the make it rain thing, puts his glasses on and walks off in slow motion.
So we're either just gonna have to rent it after the Halloween movies. Maybe we'll do it in November. I'll put it on the list.
No, you have to rent it, man. You're fine.
I know.
So I think maybe we should say to the listener, if you're listening now, we are sorry.
I know she's not,
and we are going to listen to. I mean, we are going to watch Juno.
No. I think we have something better. We are sorry, and Sean's going to watch Juno and give us a podcast.
Yes, that sounds about right.
I didn't mean for this.
I've actually seen Juno before. I could just give you a rundown now.
No.
Doesn't somebody get pregnant?
Yeah, somebody gets
Juno,
pregnant. The girl from Inception gets pregnant.
Yeah, Juno, the the one with the dark hair.
Yeah, she's
Is she
the
hot?
Oh, what's her name?
she's Kitty Pryde in the X-Men movies.
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page, yeah. Yeah, she gets pregged by Michael Cera, actually, who likes Tic Tacs for some reason.
Like zoinks, man! I got a kid.
Anyway. So I know you're not listening, Carly, but if you do, I'm sorry. We'll get to it, I promise.
He's not.
Yeah, we're not-
Sorry.
I am sorry. I wouldn't have brought it up if I wasn't. Anyway, I was because
I bring up my kid's birthday doesn't mean I get him a present or anything.
well, that's true.
I'm kidding, Parker. You actually have pretty awesome birthdays.
Yeah, you got an Xbox last year. You don't even have an Xbox One.
No, I do not.
You need to get one.
Ooh, donuts.
What? Where did that come from?
Doesn't matter. I am with you, Sam.
No, okay.
Yeah,
I got donuts downstairs. I just had a brownie too. I'm good to go.
Oh,
Speaking of
that
snack
pop brownie,
food.
is that what you're?
Yeah, I was
saying
going to say, how am I going to bring this back? Oh, speaking of snack food, American Ultra.
Did they have a grocery store scene with lots of food as weapons?
Oh, so there's two other things I wanted to mention. One, the gym that he has downstairs. Holy crap. Like, the black light sex fiend wall. So all I can think of is someone had to paint that. You know, like either they found some jacked up basement that has that already there, or they had to build it, right?
Yeah.
I bet somebody was like, "Hey, I got a strip club in my basement. You want to see it?"
I mean, maybe
Yeah,
that's how it happened. I don't know. There's
Or someone got trapped down there, like put the lotion in the skin.
yeah. I mean that
And
could,
they took all the different lotions and painted pictures.
ugh. But I mean, it was like all kinds of weird stuff. And of course, I was looking for.
Wouldn't even paint. It was just body fluid all over.
Oh, now I'm gonna throw up.
You?
Big old box of dicks.
Filming locations. Let's see. Not that they're gonna say some dude's basement. Say mostly Louisiana. Really? You couldn't have actually filmed in.
Mostly.
Mostly. It actually is all in Louisiana. Covington, St. James Parish, Raceland. Going to Raceland. Burn, 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 burn. Come on, Corny. Really? No Paul Simon fans? Really? You all suck.
No. What are you talking about?
Where'd you say this was filmed?
Louisiana.
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 Ischiliodo.
Down near Nolans.
Hey, it's good Yoda.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. I don't have that handy. That's okay.
Oh, I translated that, by the way, in the group, the Facebook.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Ischiliodo. There you go.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, that movie made me laugh. I did mention I put on some people on the on Twitter, however, did not like that movie at all. They were not as high on it as.
Oh, did you ask them why they hate America?
No, I didn't. I just
Anti-American.
no, it's fine. People have their. What is happening? What is that noise?
I think Andrew's trying to actually put a condom over his entire body.
Like,
Nope, not me.
it actually kind of sounds like that. And she says
It does.
Why can't I find this? So now I'm really upset. Where's my friggin'? Where's the noise? Oh, man,
And the monkey flips the switch.
it's not the one I'm looking for.
Joy doesn't share food.
Never is.
Oh well, fine, whatever. Moving on. You ready for Clippy Clips? Oh,
No.
the last thing I was gonna say was, I will say some of the editing was weird because it was like, here's quiet little town. The next shot, there's 500 people here. How did they get here? Who called them? Why are they here? And then the next scene is like, they're all leaving. Why are they leaving? Even Topher Grace seems confused. Like, there's a lot of that happening, but whatever.
I was very confused at the sheriff driving up on the murder scene and not like calling in the FBI or backup for this obvious.
Just another day.
Yeah, just a horribly obvious.
Oh, he must have been in Detroit. Oh, okay.
Nice.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They probably should have.
Right?
Yeah, they probably should have done something more than that, but whatever.
Hey, you know what would have been really awesome in that the grocery scene?
What's that?
He's walking through and Michael Cera throws a knife and it goes into a watermelon and the watermelon splashes and all of a sudden Joe Pesci goes, "What are you doing? Hey, why are you doing this?" So I just had to get Joe Pesci.
I was like,
"Wow,
you're okay. It's fine."
Hey, you never played that clip with the
clippy clip?
What clip you
the
play?
N-bomb in it.
I haven't played any
yeah.
clips. I mean, I'll get to it. I was just here's what it is.
Oh, it wasn't clip time.
That's what I was looking for.
Chickens are coming home to roost.
Oh, sorry. I was looking for that. I love that voice so much. Oh, it's just great. Okay, I'm done. I promise. All right. So now I got it. I got it in my whatever. It's right underneath. Which we didn't really have, but it's fine. Okay, you ready for Clippy Clips now? Yes.
Well, actually, I say we did. Ending the ape.
The cartoon at the
Killer
end?
thing.
Cartoon ending?
That's just the
Montage
cartoon
of
ending.
that.
That's not a montage. All right, here we go. The phone call. I captured this because I could barely understand what was happening. It just seemed like a really... Every movie we get about the CIA just makes me think that no one really knows what the hell the CIA does. Okay, here we go.
Ambassador.
The Ultra program, tough guy, is active. Wise man has said Howell is the target.
What?
He'll be eliminated within 24 hours.
This is American soil. They can't do that. We promised to protect him. Who is it? Yates?
The operation is in progress. You're being informed as a courtesy.
Who is this?
Do not interfere. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening. Oh, so I thought someone... Maybe that was the clip.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I thought my internet was hopping out there. I was like, hello?
All right, so yeah, I could hardly understand what that voice was saying, but she seemed freaked out. It just seemed like a very inefficient way to communicate, but whatever. All right, here's the clip I was talking about. So here you go. Be prepared. It's John Leguizamo being 38 seconds
Racist.
of him being a stereotype.
This more illegal than the shit you usual get, know what I mean? Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Well, there's some powerful fireworks, you know what I mean? This collided the sky for your bitch.
Oh, Rose. Phoebe is gonna love this. This is perfect, Rose. This is so perfect. Oh, man.
I'm telling you, this is some serious proposal, engagement, wedding type, life-changing shit you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
That's the plan.
Yo, son, such bitch.
Well, I love her.
You gotta do it all when you love like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It comes once a life, right?
I'm serious. Yeah.
All right, thanks, man.
Oh, you going?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Gotta drop those off and I gotta go to work.
You wanna drop some acid? Go inside the titty bar?
No, that's okay. I'm 8:15 in the morning, Rose.
See, that's a funny line. That's funny.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay, I got you, Corny. I heard you.
Though.
What?
Yeah.
What, Sam?
I wonder if that was an improv.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. And like,
I wonder
and
if that...
and that seemed like Jesse Eisenberg's like normal, whatever. Like that didn't seem like his.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Cool. I got you. I'll get it there. 54 minutes ish.
He did the funny version, which sorry, I've seen that in memes with the but yeah,
Wait, what?
combined with combined with bitch. Sorry. Anyway, continue. The point is, yes, that he did drop the N-bomb.
Okay. I'll bleep it out. Spoon.
I shot those guys in the head. And that guy, I spooned him in the neck and his shit just ended.
Is that a tick reference you just made?
That was, yeah, for me it was, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, because I thought I was the only person on the planet who actually watched the tick.
Oh, the cartoon was fantastic. I haven't watched the new show yet, but I love the cartoon.
Oh, Spoon.
The dude, I mean, like, it was the thinking man's cartoon. Sam, did you ever see it? The Tick?
No.
Andrew?
Yeah, I used to watch it.
Oh my gosh, there's one of the heroes in the movie, in the show, is kind of like, basically he's Batman, right? He's this rich dude. He has a cape, and he's always trying to hit on the ladies and tell them his secret identity. But his name is Deflator Mouse, which of course is a rip on the opera. I can't really pronounce it.
Deflator Mouse.
Yeah, it's a rip on that. Yeah. Like, you have to know music to get that. And the funny thing is, I was in college before I got that joke. It's because
I didn't get it until just now.
Well, we were doing it because the School of Music was doing that production at the theater at the Farthing Auditorium, and I saw a poster for it, and I was like, Deflator Mouse? Wait, Deflator? Oh my gosh, it's that dude from The Tick. So yeah.
So I would like to say that I happened to, when The Tick started and I heard that, I actually knew what it was, thanks to my time at governor's school, where our vocalist.
Were you trained to be a governor? What the hell happened to you?
It should happen.
Oh, okay.
There's a goose involved.
I want to know.
No, but they were doing that, and everything they did had a good explanation, or they would explain everything they did. So they're going to work on this, and I was like, oh. I said, it's a really long way to say bat. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was too funny. Definitely. There's a bad guy who literally, his name was Chairface. His head is a chair. I mean, it's literally a chair. Like, not a euphemism. It's a chair. And he builds a giant laser, and he is going to write Chairface or Chairhead. I can't remember.
He's going to write his name on the moon.
He's writing it on the moon, and they're able to stop him, but only after writing CH in most of A. So for like the rest of time, there's a big cha on the moon. It's so funny. Oh, I love that show. I want to go see if we can find the cartoon. I might rewatch it. That cartoon was great. There was a failed attempt at a live action with Peter Warburton as a Tick.
Squeak, squeak, squeaker.
Yeah, like it failed miserably. So then there's this new guy. So we'll see how that goes. All right, here we go.
Oh, the old frying pan bullet trick.
That's right.
That was bad. That was legit bad.
What? His line?
Just the old frying pan bullet trick.
It's a bad, like, you could, like, it took me the third time listening to it before I understood he said bullet trick. It's just bad audio.
Oh, the old frying pan bullet trick.
Like, could you not speak up a little bit louder than the record?
Can you not sound like Michael Cera?
Yeah.
There was, speaking of bad audio, I think it was this movie. I've watched about 3 different movies lately, so I don't know. But there was like a scene where they were talking low or whispering, maybe. I don't remember if it was a movie or not. And then all of a sudden, it's like really loud. And it's the same scene. And I thought, did they just start shouting? Maybe it wasn't this one. I don't know.
I capped this one out. It just says puppy. I just like the fact that this man who has just killed Topher Grace in cold blood keeps using the word puppy. I just thought this is kind of funny.
When I called you to notify you that the sweep was happening, I did it out of respect and courtesy, and you've made me regret that now. It was not my intention for you to act like a child and try to save your puppy. The puppy was going down. I was notifying you of the puppy's death. Well, the puppy just shit all over everything. You have a crazy, scary, rabid puppy that murders people and will still need to be put down. You understand that, correct?
Yes, sir.
I just like Bill Pullman saying puppy is all.
I'm a puppy. I can fly.
Oh, this is way out of order. Sorry. I meant to push this one first. This is Topher Grace saying something really. He had a couple of lines in the movie I actually thought were kind of funny. Like he's railing on Kristen Stewart, and then he says, I have all the cards. I know everything about you. I got the thing. And your face is messed up. I thought that was kind of funny. But anyway, here's him doing the thing they do in movies where they say a thing is going to happen and the complete opposite happens for the comic relief. So here you go.
This guy is deadly. He is silent, and he will sneak up on us. Are we clear?
No, it's the sound of fireworks and all hell breaking loose. But basically, Topher Grace just said that Jesse Eisenberg was silent and deadly. There you go. There's a fart joke.
And now for some more bad news. Ready?
There really honestly wasn't a whole lot of trivia about this movie to really even talk about. Uma Thurman was cast, but her deal never materialized. Sharon Stone replaced her. When scheduling issues caused Stone to drop out, Connie Britton stepped into the part. She's the woman who activates Jesse Eisenberg. And American Ultra is described as stoner born. Walton Goggins had a supporting role as a CIA tech in The Bourne Identity and plays a CIA field asset in this movie. So there's your Bourne connection, I guess.
It would have been cooler if he was, I don't know, acted a little more stoned or something.
Heisenberg?
Yeah.
I
don't know, just...
I mean, literally, I'm with Sam. If I'd have gotten... I killed a guy with a spoon, man. This is crazy.
He was losing his mind pretty good.
Give me Cheech and Chong stoned. Action flip.
Dave not here, man.
Photo's gonna be pieced.
I just got a mental picture of Cheech and Chong as spies.
Right?
That movie I'd watch.
No kidding.
I would love that movie.
Like very, very much accidental spies.
Hey, man, we gotta save Kristen Stewart. That's not her name, man. I'm sorry.
Dave's not here, man.
That'd have been great. They call and is Cheech in the building? Dave's not here, man.
All right. Anyway.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
All right, we're gonna do top 3. We decided to do sleeper agents, and if in a pinch we couldn't find any, we're just gonna do kind of secret agent kind of movies. So, Andrew.
Well, I'm gonna use that pinch right now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I've got a couple that are actually sleeper.
Okay.
Or have sleeper in them, but there's some that aren't. So I'm going to give a shout out to a special honorable mention, if you will, to the man who knows too little, or the man who knew too little. Sorry,
Bill
Murray.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and I say this as an honorable mention because he's kind of a accidental sleeper agent.
Yeah.
So
I actually like that movie.
He gets activated by thinking he's on a game show or a TV show. So,
I guess you can be successful if the danger is never real to you.
Right. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy at number 3. Gary Oldman.
Not seen that.
That's good.
That's a thinking man's.
Yes, it is.
Movie.
Yeah. Burn After Reading.
Okay.
That's if you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny.
I haven't seen it yet.
Isn't that the one where he gets shot in the closet? Brad Pitt gets shot in the closet.
And that's it's one of those movies that you kind of have to think about as well, but so much catches you off guard in that movie that it's perfect. And then number 1, I'm going to count Kingsman as my spy movie. I don't remember if there's a sleeper agent in that movie or not, but it's a good movie.
He sleeps with a hot chick at the end.
That's true.
In the bum.
Do me in the butt if you save the world. I'll be right back. She's in the next one, too.
Wonderful.
Yes. All right, cool. Corny.
I'd like to do a... damn, what's the term we use?
Honorable mention?
Honorable mention, yeah. Man, I'm so high right now. I don't know what's going on. An honorable mention to every Bond movie, because if that's not the definition of sleeper agent, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, he's just an agent. He's not.
And he sleeps with a lot of people.
Well, he does sleep with a lot of
Lawyered.
Okay, sure. I'm not even going to argue.
I'm just kidding. No, my number 3, Salt. I actually like that movie.
I like that one too, and it's my number 3 also.
Good.
That's a good movie.
My number 2 is Taki Mushrooms. Why am I forgetting my number 2?
I don't know. That's why I write stuff down.
I live dangerously.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry. Give me a second. My number. Why?
Do you remember your number one?
I do remember. Sorry, my number one is the Bourne Identity.
Okay.
Because what a damn good movie. Oh, my number two is Kingsman. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Okay.
Especially when, that church scene, like that messed with me, man.
That church scene is so great. It's so good. It's so well filmed.
Oh, it's so well filmed. But yeah, I was just like,
utter mayhem.
What the crap's going on, man?
It's so good.
So, but yeah, those are my three.
Okay.
Awesome.
You have two of my three. Sam.
Yep. All right. I've got in the third spot, I've got Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah.
Good choice.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah. One of the best spy movies out there that's not really marketed as a spy movie.
Right.
You're right.
Loved it. I've got Kingsman at number 2, and I cannot believe you guys didn't pick this next one yet. I'm guessing this is probably number 1 on Sean as well, but Jurassic Park.
Stop it. You stop it right now.
What's a sleeper agent? The dinosaurs? They were dead for...
Dennis Nedry.
He's not a sleeper agent. He's just a bad guy.
He is an agent for the other corporation. If you would have to name that type of agent, he is involved in corporate espionage.
Yeah, he is.
So he is a sleeper agent.
You're so lame. You're so lame. My God.
Yeah.
One of these days, you're going to have an original thought, Sam, and it's going to hurt.
I believe it's not an original thought because everybody knows it. I mean, it's pretty common knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. My point is that one of these days you're actually going to like leave the womb of Jurassic Park and actually look at something else and be excited. My number 3 was Salt. My number 2 was True Lies.
Nice.
The Schwarzenegger film, and then my number 1 was Bourne Identity. So,
have you seen the video of Arnold Schwarzenegger reenacting some of his movies with what's the guy's name? The late show guy,
Corden.
James Corden.
James.
Yeah, and they do the scene from True Lies where she's dancing and James Corden plays. The Jamie Lee Curtis character.
Oh my gosh.
It is hilarious.
That sounds awful. Sam, it's funny. I was like, you know what? Is there any way I can tie this back to Star Trek or something else, just the way Sam always does it? The closest thing I could come up with is actually the agent in Serenity. But that's more like Kingsman. He's just an agent. He's not a sleeper agent.
Yeah,
I guess
he's not a sleeper.
Couldn't you just use River?
Yeah, I guess.
You could argue that she can be activated.
Yeah, she can be activated. Well, she's triggered with a series of
Miranda.
Whatever, and then the Odie bar. Bar, whatever, that thing triggers her, and then she puts her to sleep with a phrase.
Oh. Yeah.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, we will review that one day, I promise.
You had your chance.
We did have our chance,
didn't we?
We technically did, but it didn't.
Dang it, Sean!
It didn't go to.
In an alternate universe, we had that movie, and then I quit or something.
In an alternate universe, Firefly made 7 seasons, like it was supposed to.
Oh, I know where the universe is. Denial.
Right.
Oh,
it's next to the river, right?
I want to travel to that river.
Or Fox with all their good ideas. Oh man, this thing is good. Put it in the river.
Put it in the river. Speaking of Fox and good ideas, you guys watching The Orville?
No, I keep forgetting.
I saw the first one, but I didn't see the second one.
I don't watch TV anymore.
The second one's better than the first one. Like,
okay, good.
The second,
because the first one, I was like,
you're having to introduce a whole bunch of characters at once, and there's a lot less of and there aren't technically poop jokes in the first one.
Poop jokes.
But I'm talking about, Sam, like that level of a poop joke. The second one has a lot less of that. I mean, literally, the second one felt like they basically stole a script from The Next Generation. Like, it felt like a Star Trek episode. Yeah. I mean, basically, imagine, I'm not going to tell you what happens in the show, but if you do watch it, the young security officer girl, basically, she's like the Will Wheaton. And
Wheaton?
Yeah, and so there's a Will Wheaton character. There's kind of a Worf character. I mean, it's I liked it. I thought it was good. So if you like Trek or sci-fi in general, the Orville, check it out. Cool. That's gonna do it for the show. I'm gonna check one last time just in case we got an email, which I know we didn't.
Oh, you're serious?
No, I am. Oh, wait, what? Oh, we got no.
Junk mail, probably, right?
Yeah, something from GoDaddy. Anyway, that email address, of course, is cheapseatreviews@gmail.com. You can send us an email. We'll read it and we'll talk about it and give you credit.
And Sean will cry tears of joy.
I probably will.
You.
And if you send Sean money, he'll blow
Dance.
it.
He will do
it on cocaine.
Truffle shuffle for you.
Well, if you spend, go to GoFundMe.com/cheapseatreviews. I mean, since we're here.
What did you say?
GoFundMe. GoFundMe.
I certainly will not, sir. How dare you?
.com/cheapseatreviews. And if you donate $25 or more, we'll bring you on an episode. You get to pick the movie and we'll review it. I mean,
we're gonna review the shit out of the movie.
Any movie you want. I mean, we did that Batman versus Superman movie, and
we did Nymphomaniac one time.
No, we didn't. And we did. Oh my God! If someone does that,
is it even on Netflix anymore?
No, I don't know.
I'm on it, boys. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't keep up with that. Out of 10, that's where we do this.
Wait, what's supposed to happen?
Out of 10, here we go. Let's go, Andrew.
Well, I didn't really get much out of it other than a few chuckles here and there. I did enjoy some of the action scenes. Like I said, Kristen Stewart just drives me nuts. But if they had chosen any other actress and, like Corny said,
would you have liked it better if it would have been Jennifer Lawrence?
Maybe. She doesn't bother me as much.
Like the exact same thing. The way she does everything is the same, but it's just Jennifer Lawrence. Does this movie go up like half a point?
Maybe. I don't know. Not a big Lawrence fan either.
No.
I'll give this, well, in certain ways. I'm going to give this a 5.7 out of 10.
Okay. Corny.
First of all, Sam, yes, it is. It's still there.
Awesome. Okay.
Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Wait, Sean. If someone's going to give us money for this, how much would they have to give us for both volumes?
$50. It's 2 movies, and they're long movies. They're like 3 hours long, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Like,
what are those movies? Nymphomaniac?
Yeah.
Sam's.
Holy. Oh,
now, Sean, how much would they have to give us?
Oh, God.
What are you watching the movie, Sam? Corny?
No, I did the little hover thing, and then there were things, and I was like, why, Sam?
It's a Lars something film. I can't remember his last name, but like
how much would they have to give us for you to watch it with your parents, Sean?
There is not an amount of money. I will let the podcast go bankrupt before I watch that movie with my parents.
It'll be a cold day in hell before.
Yeah.
And you have to sit between them on the couch.
Yeah, like Cheapseat Reviews just had its last episode. Thank you for listening.
Oh, not only do you have to sit between them, but we have to do it
Why
live.
are we making this worse? Why are we going here? This is weird. You guys know my parents. Like, what's wrong with you?
And then we'll have your mom explain what they're doing.
Oh, stop. Lord. No.
Now, she is a doctor, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, she knows. She's a smart gal.
But, like, I mean, like, it is legit a porn. It's a porn movie. I mean,
it is.
I was not expecting that.
They brought in porn actresses and actors for this movie.
Yeah, like
Sam, I know this has been a running joke for many, many episodes. This is the first time I've ever actually like looked at this.
Well, after about the 15th time Sam made the joke, I actually went on to IMDb and was like doing some research about the movie just to see how bad it actually was. And yeah, they brought in porn stars and then digitally added the actors' faces to them. So in most movies where there's a sex scene, it's quote unquote simulated sex. They're not actually having sex. This is actual sex. It's a porn, but it's because it's good script, I guess, and better lighting. It's considered art and not porn. But I mean, it's a porn. So
Are you saying that porn is a bad script, Sean?
I don't know, but
hey, I'm here with your pizza.
Right.
I don't have any money.
Well, you can pay me other ways.
Yeah, there you go. I just wrote one.
The next jump scene is the person outside cutting a lawn.
Or you could be Senator Ted Cruz and just like something on Twitter.
That's why old people shouldn't have social media.
And not to be political on this, I 100% believe that he had nothing to do with that, because I don't believe that senators literally Donald Trump is probably the exception. They don't do that themselves. They don't manage their Twitter accounts. It's probably some staffer who forgot to log out of the account and accidentally did it. Now, I was listening to one other podcast, and he said, "What world do you want to live in? Do you want to live in a world where Ted Cruz is searching for porn and accidentally liked it, and it's been made mention that the woman in the video that was liked bears a striking resemblance to his wife. So, do you want to live in a world where Ted Cruz is looking at porn that for women that looks like his wife, or, which I think is more likely, some 23-year-old staffer is looking at porn that looks like Ted Cruz's wife, who he works for?"
That actually makes a lot more sense.
It makes more sense, but it's kind of weird and creepy at the same time. So anyway, and whoever that person was has probably lost their job, and I feel bad for him. But
very much so.
Don't watch porn on your boss's computer or whatever. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get that. Wasn't political. It was just a funny thing. Corny, it's your turn to give us a score.
I give it 5 digitally added vowels out of 10. This movie is it's not the worst thing ever. It's not Rubber, and it's not Children of the Corn, but it's bland. I think it should have gone a different direction if they were trying to achieve the true action comedy. I think they fell flat on the comedy part, and that really kind of ruined it for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that earlier, and I was thinking about it while we were doing the show. It's definitely not going to be like a Bad Boys 1 or 2.
No.
Like, which I think are action comedies, because there's some comedy in those movies. I mean,
or like Rush Hour.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I was sticking with the hard R kind of concept, because like Bad Boys 2 is a hard R, and it's still funny when Will Smith steals that Cadillac and goes, "Oh, Dan Marino should buy this car." Well, not this car. I'm going to F this one up, but he should definitely buy a car just like it. Like, that's a funny line, right? Or when the police chief says, Do you guys just call each other up and say, "Hey, Mike, hey, man, how you doing? So how can we mess up the captain's day today? Oh, I don't know. Let's go run over some dead people." You know, like that's all funny. So anyway.
Captain, in all fairness, they're already dead.
Yeah. There's something messed up with them. If someone ran over your dead body, you'd be messed up too.
Damn, though, this is the captain. You call me a tick.
I was referring to him. I think Courtney and I could probably quote about 55 to 70% of that movie.
Who you is? Ready?
I mentioned that I wanted to do that since now I have a daughter, that I wanted to do that. And they're like, "Who is going to be the other guy?" And I'm like, "It's got to be my buddy Corny." And they're like, and I then described you physically, Corny, to the person. And they're like, "Okay, that works, because I can't see you." And I'm like, "No, I have to be the straight guy." And then Corny comes in as the crazy uncle. And they're like, "Okay."
Sam, yours is going to happen first. So
yeah, we're going to see how this goes.
Yeah. We'll have to practice.
I'm going to slim down a little bit, start wearing gold chains. Like, who that for you? Who you here to see?
I don't know if Chad could pull off crazy uncle. I mean, just
no,
like like the wrong way.
We can pull off crazy uncle.
Yeah, just the wrong way. You know, he comes to the door with his shotgun.
Like, boy, that Uncle Chad's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Anybody seen Uncle Chad? Damn, the guy have the gauge.
I do. I sometimes when I answer the door when the pizza delivery guy comes, I just open the door and be like, "How old are you?" "Well, whatever, you look 30.
Oh man. Who you is?
Actually, if I thought about it, my niece just turned 18, And I had an opportunity 2 years ago. I told my sister that she was going to her like first date, and I was like, "Oh, please let me come down." I know you is. We're gonna pick up Kishana. Like hell, you are.
Sorry, I got distracted by something shiny. Cool, Sam, your turn.
What were the votes so far?
Andrew has said 5.7, and Corny said 5.
And no to Nymphomaniac. Sorry, I'm out.
Yeah, I'd have to probably go about a 5.2 holes in the head out of 10.
Okay.
It's just, it didn't hit me in the right way. I didn't think it was that funny. The redeeming qualities are some of the unique ways people die in this thing. And Christine Stewart's legs when she's standing there at the hotel at the end.
Christine? Are you on that level with her that you call her Christine?
Yeah, it's Christine.
Oh, okay. Wow, you're at a whole new level with her.
Yeah. Well, she's French, so.
She is?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't.
Don't say.
I was like, is this a real thing?
190 damn episodes.
I mean, I'm just like, because sometimes Sam pulls real shit out of his butt. You know, it's like every now and then
You're correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like every now and then Sam will go.
This is not one of those times.
Yeah, every now and then Sam will say, "Yeah, well, the thing about the whatever," and like, "Oh yeah, Sam's actually right," and then you get pissed because we question you, and it's like, it's because you say shit like this. This is why we question you all the time. And she's born in L.A. Like, come on. Oh my gosh! What's the other one that you keep saying is Spanish but isn't or whatever?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
That's right. Yeah, you keep saying she's Spanish when she's actually British.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Welsh.
Welsh. Yeah, you're right. And that you also said that Johnny Depp is English even though he's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has an English accent. So.
Only in movies.
That's an automatic, indication.
I love anyone that has an accent. That one time you see him in a movie, they are that. So you're saying that Alan Rickman is German, right?
He could be.
Yes.
He's not. He's British. So I can't.
Are you gender safe?
I can't wait for us to do Doctor Strange next week because Benedict Cumberbatch is doing an American accent, and I've made this joke before. Benedict Cumberbatch doing an American accent is like Alan Rickman faking a German accent, faking an American accent. So anyway, I guess it's my turn, right?
Yes.
What is that, Corny?
Dude, that's what happens when you put.
That's terrifying.
That is seriously, dude. If I'm a parent and I see that, I am gonna be pissed.
So what's happening is Corny screenshotted, or you actually took a picture with your phone, which is funny.
Well, I didn't actually know how to do a screenshot.
Shift Command 4 is how you screenshot.
It's too many damn things.
It's easier than going down to the Windows button to find the snipping tool.
Or just hit print screen.
Or you print the screen. Yeah, but then you do the whole screen. What if you don't want that web porn site in the background? You know, you do Shift Command 4.
You just gotta live sometimes.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Didn't that happen to somebody else? Didn't that happen to a politician? They screenshotted like the votes they were winning, and one of the tabs was like freaking Pornhub or something.
In the background.
Yeah. Anyway, what's actually happening is Corny typed in Nymphomaniac in Netflix.
Oh, I typed in Nymp.
Oh, that's what happened. So you get Nymphomaniac 1 and 2, and then some cartoon wink, whatever. Yeah. That's kind of terrifying.
It's a kid's cartoon beside two porns.
Right.
Netflix.
Go home, Netflix. You're drunk. I liked this movie a lot. I thought it was dumb and fun, and it got me in the right mood. So I'm going to give it a 7.1. The 0.1 was for the fireworks truck. I thought that was kind of fun.
You're a firework.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's the name of the episode. Thank you, Corny.
I should save that for the end.
There work. There. That's it. That's our show. Thank you for listening. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that.
Or not.
I had the lowest of the thing. Other than Children of the Corn, this is like a first.
No, you've gone low before. You've lowballed a lot of these, actually.
Actually, I think I gave the Transformers movie a 0.
Like, Knights of Badassdom, you went lowest. Transformers, you did give a 0.
Because F that movie.
Troll 2, you were Well, yeah, you're the lowest on that one with a 0.6.
I really thought I had a higher score for Patrol 2.
No, you gave it a. Oh no, you did. You gave it a 2. Sorry, I was looking at Andrew's. My bad. Anyway, that's our show. Thank you for listening. Next week, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. My name is Doctor Strange. Anyway.
I did go through 6 years of medical school.
Right, but you're not a.
Mister.
How to love the bomb.
That's right. Anyway, that's it. That's our show. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week. It's going to be, we have a guest star next week. Stuart Wheeler, who has been on the show before, is going to be guest starring with us, or guest hosting, or whatever you want to call it, with us next week. I will be on the road, literally in a motorhome, doing next week's show. I'm working.
Monorail.
Please wear a trucker hat.
Come again, Big Fudge.
I
don't know if I own one, but I'll stop at a QT on the way up and buy one. How's that?
Yes,
please
take
do.
a picture.
And then can your handler name be Ginger Beer?
Ginger beer. That's not bad. Ginger beer. That's not bad. I don't drink beer, so that's like the joke.
A long, cold, tall glass of ginger beer.
Yeah, you got to buy me dinner first. Ginger beer. I'll be calling in from, and this is funny. We're working in Chicago, but the closest campground that we can use is in Indiana. So we have to drive like an hour into town.
So are you bringing your windowless white van with you too?
No,
with the with the ice cream scoop on the top?
No, he doesn't have vans. Vans are for pedophiles. Ice cream trailers are for businessmen. You could let him hear. You can hear it from Stuart next week. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I don't know. The Orville is good. I haven't watched.
Saying get in my van.
Andrew, you said you've been watching some stuff recently. What have you been watching?
Say again?
You said you watched a couple other movies this week. What else have you been watching?
Let's see. What did I watch? I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have watched several, though.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear. Okay.
I did watch, I rewatched Force Awakens.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's the one I can think off the top of my head. I had a long day. Dealing with high school students takes a lot out of my brain.
Sure. After seeing Rogue One, does it hold up?
Yeah. Force Awakens, I really just enjoy. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah, I do.
And Rogue One's good too. I like both of them. Honestly, between the two of them,
I think.
I don't know which one I would choose.
I think Force Awakens I actually like better than probably Return of the Jedi. Honestly,
I like me some Daisy Ridley, so I'm a Force Awakens guy. So.
Like I like Empire is probably my one, and then Star Wars: A New Hope is 2, and then probably The Force Awakens would be 3. Probably. Anyway, I just like the movie a lot. I know there's got some flaws. I know it does. It's fine. It's still good, in my opinion. But
the Punisher trailer looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, so that music means it's time for me to wrap this puppy up. Like I mentioned earlier, GoFundMe.com/Cheapseat Reviews. Throw us a couple dollars if you can. Like I said, life-altering events have happened, and I don't want to use any crazy things, but the show could use some help. Please check out our Anchor app, or just go to like iTunes. I guess I don't know where else it's on. I know it's on iTunes, but if you Google or you search iTunes Cheapseat Reviews, there's both podcasts are up, the Anchor one and our normal show. So check out our Anchor one. I do other reviews of other things that I'm watching. And of course, you can go to iTunes while you're looking for the other one and leave us a review of both shows. And of course, you can do that on Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, iHeartRadio, a couple other ways you can find us. Visit our website, cheapseatreviews.com. Go vote. Go to our website, cheapseatreviews.com, and vote for our Halloween movies. You got one more week. You got about
one more week.
I mean, really, by the time I actually post this show, you'll have about 5 days to go in and vote for your movies that you want us to do for Halloween.
Sean's favorite.
Birdemic is gonna be done. I've accepted it and it's fine. I'm just telling you guys, for the three of you, I don't think any of the three of you have watched it, right?
No.
Okay. No. It's a shit show, and it's your fault if we watch it. I'm blaming you three and anyone else listening. Mainly Sam. What? It's a shit show, and you guys are going to be pissed. I'm telling you, you're going to be pissed. So anyway, there you go. So go to our website, cheapseatreviews.com, and vote. Vote early and vote often. So that's it. Twitter.com/cheapseatcast, cheapseatcast, I can't talk. And of course, you may send us your emails to cheapseatreviews.com. I probably will edit that out. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, so on behalf of Andrew, Sam, Corny, this is Sean saying thank you so much, and we will see you next week.
Oh, show's over?